Hello there.
Welcome back to the channel, my fellow browncoats. Oh, wait, according to a comment in the last video, it takes more than a couple episodes of Firefly to actually become a browncoat. So if that is the case, I might have to start siding with the Alliance or even the Reavers and do an Optimus Prime from Revenge of the Fallen and take you all on in the comment sections. If that is the case, or I'll just have to win your trust over and be initiated as a fellow browncoat later on in the season. But what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Elie Moses, your 22-year-old law and film student here from Sydney, Australia, shooting his shot, and we are continuing our journey with the Firefly series up to episode 4 now, titled Shindig. I am having an absolute blast with this series, not only with the TV show itself, but with you guys in the comment section. Whether you are new here or have been subscribed for a while, the comments have been fantastic. So yeah, make sure you drop the video a like, subscribe if you enjoy the content, only subscribe if you enjoy it. But yeah, let's waste no more time. Let's get right into the reaction of episode 4 titled Shindig. Let's see what Mal and his crew are up to now. Let's go. Now, right before we get into the reaction quickly, I'd just like to thank you guys for the comments on the last video as well. It was amazing. And yeah, I love the interrogation scene, similar to Buffy checkpoint episode as well. And the Buffy episode where she, I guess, interviews her clients when she's a new employee at the school. Joss Whedon using similar tactics in other shows as well, but it works great. You get to understand the personalities of different characters and how they respond to certain situations, in particular being interrogated by an antagonist. And Buffy had the similar situation where the Watchers Council wasn't really liked, and you got to see how different characters responded to them and showed their attitude towards them. And similar, this case, we saw how different characters and Mal's crew stood up to the Alliance and I guess responded to them. And it was great seeing the distinct personalities of each individual.
Here's how it is.
Oh.
Earth got used up, so we terraformed a whole new galaxy of Earths. Some rich and flush with the new
We got a
technologies,
Mal introduction
some
here.
Not so much. Central Planets then was formed the Alliance, waged war to bring everyone under their rule. A few idiots tried to fight it, among them myself. I'm Malcolm Reynolds, captain of Serenity. Got a good crew. Fighters, pilot, mechanic. We even picked up a preacher, a bona fide companion. Might have to clear out before too much longer. Seems there's a thief about.
Thief?
Took this right off them. And they earned that with the sweat of their slave trading brows. Terrible shame. Of course, they won't discover it till they go order the next round of drinks. Way. Good drinker, that one.
There was something so satisfying about having that sort of techno space noise when sinking the pool ball. It kind of reminded me I was just playing 8-ball pool on like a computer or like on my phone. Typical bar fight with Mal and his crew, like last episode. Oh, sorry, the episode before. The train job.
I'm still free. You can't take the sky from me.
I understand your time on our planet is limited, and if you've selected my proposal to here, then the honor you do me flatters my honor. And I hope...
What a simp. What a simp.
Now there's the smile made of sunlight.
Atherton, how wonderful to see you.
Did you get my message? I was extra appealing.
What a flattering invitation. I had no idea I was arriving in time for the social event of the season.
So, you'll accompany me? I ask, heart in my throat. There's a certain offer I'm still waiting to hear about.
Yes, I imagine there is. I'm delighted to say I'll be there. Now, I'm sorry, Atherton, I have to run.
No, please, I understand. I'll see you soon, Bobby.
Bobby, hey, there's something about INARA's voice, right? So calm, so gentle, it's so soothing. Like, what the heck, man? Just like, oh, I listened to her, I'm like, ah. It's just like, now I'm simping over her. Like, what the heck?
Good afternoon, Captain.
Morning. We're downing in case Wash don't kill us all. Local time's gonna be in the AM, 10 or so. He's a regular, ain't he?
I've seen him before.
Oh, I never did. Not what I pictured. Young. Must be rich, too. Afford your rates.
I suppose. He has engaged me for several days.
Days. Boy must have stamina.
He does. I understand if you need to go prepare for that "it's 10 in the morning" issue.
Yeah. Better go do that, because I think this is more of an evening look.
Hey, with INARA, right? I thank you guys for the comments as well, talking about the status of companion universe, how they're similar to, I think, is it the word geishas or geishas in Japanese culture, in terms of like they're obviously more than prostitutes. They're not looked down upon like that. They're educated. They're well versed. They can speak eloquently. Have some sort of gravitas in society. Now, in this type of world, is a companion noticed by her clothing or just how well she dresses? Because I noticed in the last couple of episodes, in particular, when Inara came down from the ship in the train job to try and rescue Malcolm and Zoe out of the situation with the sheriff, it's like everyone backed away. And it's like they've never seen a companion before. Is it by their clothing? Is it by their looks? Is it that way to pick out a companion? Just a quick question.
Look at the pretties.
What am I looking at? The girls or the clothes?
The girls, the clothes, please.
That's a wifey response. The clothes, please.
Lucky one. Too much food for if I'm gonna wear a dress, I want something with some slink.
You want a slinky dress? I can buy you a slinky dress. Captain, can I have money for a slinky dress? I'll chip in.
I can hurt you.
The only place I've seen something so nice, some of the things INARA has.
We best be moving.
I think she needs all that stuff. Life she leads.
Well, sure. Sometimes the customers buy her things. She knows some real rich men.
Come on, these ain't feathers I'm toting here, you know?
I like the ruffles. INARA gets to wear whatever she wants.
What are you gonna do in that rig? Bounce around the engine room? You're like a sheep walking on its hind legs.
Aw. Come on, man. Let Kaylee have some fun. Hey, Kaylee, I want to see you in a dress later this season. Come on.
See you on the ship, Captain.
Now you better buy her that dress.
Roger. Captain Reynolds.
This guy again.
Heard you was in town. Thought we might have a bit of a sit
Prefer a bit of a piss off.
down. I'm very sorry. Did I give you the impression I was asking?
You have access to ships. You can do it yourself.
Won't deal with me direct. It's taking a rational dislike.
What happened? You see your face?
He's a quality gent. Nose in the air like he never won Guapi. Don't find me respectable, but you I figure got a chance.
You backed out of a deal last time. Left us hanging.
Hurt our feelings.
You recall why that took place?
Had a problem with your attitude, is why. Felt you was word.
Pretentious.
Exactly. You think you're better than other people.
Just the ones I'm better than. And now I'm thinking that very quality is the one you're placing value on today. How would you even set up a meet that won't deal with you?
No place he'll be. Safe place. Using some new tech gun scans. High class too. Wouldn't let me in there. You might slip it. Of course you couldn't buy an invite with a diamond the size of a testicle. I got my hands on a couple. Of invites. You want this meeting or not?
Now, over there, I'd like to pause quickly before I miss out on dialogue. I enjoyed the color grading change in sort of the market scene. I know it was like a small market town. Obviously, the budget constraints of this show, small production set or production design set right there. I enjoyed the color grading change where at the beginning of the episode, you sort of started off in the, old tavern bar, old Western style bar with a lot of dull browns and dim colors, and then we transitioned to like the local market scene on Persephone, I believe, and yeah, lots of bright, finally, I guess, colors you saw when Kaylee was looking at the dress, and it was a nice fresh transition, some sunlight as well, and then back there to the dull scene as well, involving Badger with the interview. But I really enjoyed the framing of that interview scene, or some of the shots in terms of the frame, where you had the wide shot of Malcolm and Badger looking at one another, and then you had Jane in the middle, sort of interacting with himself and just eating and, dipping over and grabbing a couple slices of sandwiches right there. And I don't know. It just added something different to the conversation. It wasn't just a normal sit down between the two guys. It was nice having Jane there in the middle of the screen. And at points, I wasn't even focusing on Malcolm and Badger because I was listening on him, but I was just focused on what Jane was doing and how occupied he was with the food that was available. And it was just, it's something just refreshing to add to dialogue scenes rather than just a boring one-on-one sit down. Even though Jane wasn't doing nothing that exciting, he was just eating and grabbing food. It was just added a little bit of flavor and humor to the scene. That's just my opinion on it. That's my opinion, and the framing is great.
Atherton Wing and INARA Sarah.
My guy is punching. I don't care.
Kaylee. Kaylee.
Not speaking to you, Captain.
Got no need to speak. Come on, got a job for you.
Man, I wish Malcolm came out with that dress. Here you go, Kaylee.
I'm trying to offer you something, you know. A life, if you want it.
I wonder how many
You can
proposals
live here on Persephone
INARA has
as
got.
my personal companion. You belong here, INARA, not on that flying piece of gosa. You see that, don't you?
Atherton, language.
What? Piece of gosa? But it is a piece of gosa.
Miss K. Winnett Lee Fry and escort.
Kaylee?
Oh, she got the dress. Hey, I said I wanted to see her in a dress this season. We got it this episode. Hey, Malcolm, shout out Malcolm. Nice job, Malcolm.
Oh, gossip.
Hey, yeah, oh shit. Oh shit. She's like, hey, rejoice in seeing Kaylee in a dress for once, but like she knows Malcolm's on the job here. Hey, come on. Play the episode. I'm enjoying it. Oh, love that. Nice one take, sort of panning 360 shot twice around Malcolm and Kaylee. And then we pan up to the chandelier.
It's off your backside. You just see the chandelier, it's hovering.
What's the point of that, I wonder? Okay, help me find our man. It's supposed to be older, kind of stocky, wears a red sash, crossways.
Strawberries.
Maybe one of Miss Persephone pageant. Just help me look.
Is that him?
That's the buffet table.
Well, how can we be sure? Unless we question it.
She wants to eat.
Fine, don't make yourself sick.
Captain.
Kaylee's too cute with her, man. She's too cute. She's so adorable.
Take it, Shepard. That's a nice pile of things I don't have to do.
I love that they're wagering chores.
They're the ones reaching and doing it.
Better see to her. It's a bad habit for a fugitive.
Calm down.
Now do that in public, get herself hauled off.
Go everyone.
She didn't harm much. We'll have a few mystery meals.
Sometimes they're okay.
So are we gonna play cards or screw around?
I thought you wanted to spend more time off shift this visit.
These two.
I like our party better. The dress code's easier and I know all the steps.
I'd say you do it that.
Here lies my beloved Zoe, my autumn flower.
He slapped that ass.
Somewhat less attractive now that she's all corpseified and gross.
Far out, man. They're a pretty good married couple, those two. They're not boring.
Aren't they something? They're like butterflies or little pieces of wrapping paper blowing around.
Now, I remember you guys told me in the comments that the actual actress for Kaylee did not like strawberries in real life. So, In the first episode, Serenity, when she actually ate it, it was actually really good acting on her behalf.
Have we been introduced? Oh, I'm Kaylee. Banning. And this is Dester, Cabot, and Zell. I just love this party. Everything's so fancy, and there's some kind of hot cheese over there.
It's not as good as last year.
Oh, really? What they have last year?
Standards.
Hey! Suck one.
Who made your dress, Kaylee? Oh, do you like it? When I saw the ruffles, I just couldn't resist. You ought to see to your girl. Shamu? Your girl. She's not very good. She made you a dress that looks like you bought it in a store.
Haley, give her a right hook right now.
I didn't know.
And then
Why,
a left
Fanny
one.
Miller, what a vision you are in your fine dress. You must have taken a dozen slaves a dozen days to get you into that getup. Of course, your daddy tells me it takes the space of a schoolboy's wink to get you out of it again.
My guy. Shots fired.
Forgive my rudeness. I cannot abide useless people.
Fella called Badger.
I know him. And I think he's a psychotic lowlife.
And I think calling him that is an insult to the psychotic low-life community. What the deal is?
Sorry to interrupt. So Warwick, I know you from the club.
Far out. Badger copping shots and strays when he's not even there.
Atherton, Captain Mel Reynolds.
Pleased to meet you. Ah, Nara. Didn't realize you were going to this party.
It's the only party.
And I can see why. How about that floating chandelier? Almost outshines our girl here. Ath.
She ain't yours,
Can I
fam.
call you Ath? Nara has spoken of you to me. She made a point of your generosity. Given that, I'm sure you won't mind if I ask Nara the favor of a dance.
It's so satisfying seeing, like, just, I don't know, Malcolm just wreck
You're
people.
a brave man.
I know it's not.
Hey, he ain't your property, man.
This dance I think I actually know. My work's illegal, but at least it's honest.
What?
While this, the lie of it, that man parading you around with his arm as if he actually won you, as if he loves you, and everyone here going along with it.
These people like me and I like them. I like Atherton too, by the way.
Well, sure. What's not to like? I'm liable to sleep with him myself.
And he likes me whether you see it or not.
Of course.
He's made me an offer. I see Kaylee's here.
Cried Cinderella tears. You should have seen her when I told her she could have that layer cake she's wearing.
I think she's adorable.
Yeah, but I never said it.
I'm not saying the 8004 is hard to repair, it just ain't worth it.
It's a fine machine. You just keep it tuned.
Sure, the extenders ain't braced.
I've been telling them to buy an 8010 for years.
Those tenders snap off no matter how good the engine's cycling.
Miss Kaylee, I wonder if I could request.
Wait a minute, let her talk. She's talking.
By the way, the 8010's the same machine. They just changed the plating. Hope no one noticed.
Hey, Kaylee's the perfect balance of, like, a awesome female character that can be adorable, good looking, rock a dress, but also be badass at the same time and know how to talk. Like, yeah, she's got the perfect balance of everything. Yeah, look at her mingling with the boys. Just telling them how it is about mechanical parts and ships. Just like, I know more than you.
Possible you were right. This ain't my kind of party. Oh, now. Watch yourself. No need for hands on.
Excuse me, she's not here with you, Captain. She's mine.
Yours. And she don't belong to nobody.
Money changed hands, which makes her mine tonight. No matter how you dress her up, she's still.
There's that right hook I was talking about, just to the wrong individual.
Turns out this is my kind of party. What? Man was out of line.
I accept.
That's great. What?
There has been a challenge. I hope you're prepared, Captain.
Are you all talking about a fight? That's fine. Let's get out of here.
It's not a fist fight now.
Oh, it's a dance
The
off.
duel will be met tomorrow morning at Cadre Pond.
Oh, why wait? Where's that guard? He collected a whole mess of pistols.
If you require it, any gentleman here can give you use of a sword.
Use of a sword?
Oh, it's a jewel. I thought it was gonna be like a dance off thing, but it seems like it's a jewel.
What's going on?
I'm not rightly sure. What's going on?
Well, first off, you'll be put up in lodgings for the night so you don't disappear. I wouldn't blame you, incidentally. Wing may be a spoiled dandy, but he's an expert swordsman. He's killed a dozen men with a long blade. You're the only one giving him a reason.
Oh, this is a joke.
He'll need a second.
What's that?
I'll take on the job.
He fights if you refuse.
Inara, come with me, please.
Does this mean we're in business?
It means you're in mortal danger. But you mussed up Atherton's face, and that has endeared you to me somewhat. You might even give him a fight before he guts you.
Inara!
Yo, Atherton's a prick. I don't care what anyone says.
Up until the punching, it's a real nice party.
The captain's gone and got himself in trouble.
A duel?
With swords? The captain's a good fighter. He must know how to handle a sword.
I think he knows which end to hold.
All right, so we just need to figure out how to get him out of there.
Jane. I wouldn't.
Why not?
He's got his own men then with him. Yep, there we go.
Hi.
Hi. Hey, I'm down for this sword fight, but there's only one way Malcolm's gonna win this sword fight. If Atherton is the, sword connoisseur they proclaim him to be and sword expert, you can't make this a squeaky clean fight. You gotta make it dirty. You gotta get in on the inside, chuck a couple punches. Use the sword as a use the sword as like some sort of what's it called again? I forgot what the brass knuckles. You gotta use the the hilt end of the sword as some sort of brass knuckles. Make it a dirty fight. Get it. We'll see what happens.
Why'd this get so complicated?
Well, it's about to get simpler. There's a back door. The desk clerk is on alert. He'll let us out.
Oh, I'm not running off. I don't know what you got in your head, but I didn't do this to prove some kind of point to you. I actually thought I was defending your honor, and I never back down from a fight.
Yes, you do. You do all the time.
Well, yeah, but I'm not backing down from this one.
He's an expert swordsman, Mal. You had trouble with the pillar. How will your death help my honor?
See, I plan on having to be his death. That's why I need lessons. I figure you know how, being such an educated woman and all.
What we need's diversion. I say Zoe gets naked.
Nope.
I could get naked.
Far out, man. Jane, do not make the plans. There's your diversion.
Who's that then? Yeah, look at me. What's your story, love?
Just a passenger?
Yeah? Why don't you tell me? It's got a secret.
No, I'm...
Sure. I got a secret. More than one. Don't seem likely I'd tell him to you. Now do it.
The switch up.
Anyone off Titan Colony knows better than to talk to strangers.
Oh, she got the Matrix. She got the Matrix capability. She just downloaded all his information, all of Badger's information. Down. I'ma pull off the accent. Bang. That's how smart River is.
You're talking about enough for the both of us, though, ain't you? And then it doesn't like you. Skipped off home early. Monograph jobs here and there. Spent some time in the lockdown, but less than you claim. Petty thief with delusions standing. Sad little king of a sad little hill.
The accent is
Nice to see someone from the old homestead.
Not really. Call me if anyone interesting shows up.
Wow. Yo, River. Since when?
I like that.
the switch up.
That there. Exactly the kind of diversion we could have used.
Should have taken it.
Attack.
Yeah, Mal ain't winning
How
this.
did I avoid that?
By being fast like a freak?
No. Because you always attack the same way. Swinging from the shoulder like you're chopping wood. You have to thrust with the point sometimes, or swing from the elbow.
Swinging from the shoulder feels stronger.
It's also slower, Mal. You don't need strength as much as speed. We're fragile creatures. It takes less than a pound of pressure to cut skin.
You know that? They teach you that in Horror Academy?
Why does he keep calling her that, man? Come on.
You have a strange sense of nobility, Captain. You'll lay a man out for implying I'm a whore, but you keep calling me one to my face.
I might not show respect to your job, but he didn't respect you. That's the difference. Inara, he doesn't even see you.
Well, I guess death will solve the issue to everyone's satisfaction.
This Yubunda duel is the result of the rules of your society, not mine.
You are always breaking the rules, no matter what society you're in. You don't get along with ordinary criminals either, which is why you are constantly getting in trouble.
You think following the rules will buy you a nice life, even if the rules make you a slave. Don't take his offer.
What?
Don't do it. Because in the case that it happens, it means he's a fellow killed me. And I don't like fellows that killed me, not in general.
That was such an
Before that, I don't have called to stop you, and that's true.
such an interesting character.
Anyways, don't.
You know how Shrek always said ogres have layers? Mal has a lot of layers.
He'll be up early.
Right. He's got that big day.
And what's his name? Arthur or something? He's got that cocky, like he's got that cocky smirk to him. Like he's just arrogant. And I like something about this scene that I'll mention after it.
Let's be careful, Al. Here, these things are sharp.
He thinks he's doing well, doesn't he?
He's being toyed with.
What's he doing?
Don't fall for that.
Damn.
This isn't going to take long, is it?
What I liked there in the beginning of the scene, where we had sort of that dramatic music involving the emotional dialogue with Inara and Mal, and then we cut to sort of like the diegetic sound of the natural world, like we're in a forest. It's just all the usual, you know, you can hear crickets, you can hear birds in the background. It's just diegetic natural sounds emanating from the real world that's being portrayed, and there wasn't no music in the sword duel. I like the transition with that, and yeah, there wasn't no dramatic, you know, rush of music or like, you know, chaotic orchestra involving the sword duel. Not until Mal got stabbed in the end, and obviously we cut to black, which I think is probably a commercial break when the show aired. But yeah, I just like how Joss switched it up a bit and just used the normal diegetic natural sounds that were present in the actual world of the scene, rather than inserting any, you know, dramatic music to, I don't know, to accompany the duel. Come on, Mal's got to fight a bit unorthodox here. And maybe fake the injury a bit.
We're coming up on the end, miss. You might not want to watch.
Atherton, wait.
Aw, man.
I'll stay here. Exclusive to you. Just let him live.
Woo! Oh, you gotta fight dirty. You gotta fight dirty. That's it.
He's down.
You have to finish it, lad. For a man to lay beaten and yet breathing, it makes him a coward.
It's humiliation.
Sure. It would be humiliating.
I mean,
having to lie there while the better man refuses to spill your blood.
Could have done it to
you. Is the mark of a great man.
Could have done it to you as well.
Guess I'm just a good man.
He's just,
no, I'm all right.
He's poking him. The tease, man. That's a violation right there.
Inara? Inara!
You've lost her, lad. Be gracious.
You set this up.
Wow.
After I bought and paid for you.
Now kill him.
I should have uglied you up so no one else would want you.
See how I'm not punching him? I think I've grown.
Well, get ready to starve. I'll see to it you never work again.
Actually, that's not how it works.
You see, you've earned yourself a black mark in the client registry. No companion is going to contract with you ever again.
You'll have to rely on your winning personality to get women. God help you. You didn't have to wound that man.
Yeah, I know. It was just funny.
You willing to fight that hard to protect my property? I'll have it in your hold before midnight.
He's a bit dazed.
Mighty fine shindig.
Did you ever see such a lazy crew?
Captain.
You're hurt.
Hey, Simon, get your medic to work now again.
You get us a deal?
I got a deal. Now get off my ship.
It's all very much for a lovely night, then.
Are you badly hurt?
We was just about to spring into action, Captain. Complicated escape and rescue op.
I was gonna watch. It's very exciting.
Even Kaylee's got like... Okay, I'll say who Kaylee kind of reminds me of, but... Kaylee's just in her own world. Like, she just is.
Besides, why would I want to leave Serenity?
Can't think of a reason.
Oh, they got the cargo, right? Bunch of cows. Hey, that was a good episode, like a really good episode. What won over that episode? It wasn't heavy on action. There wasn't no explosions. There wasn't, you know, Michael Bayisms going around. There wasn't like a major heist or anything. You thought it was gonna be that, or I thought it was gonna be that, you know, with them meeting up with Badger having a job for them. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be another heist episode with the crew. And although it was a sort of pickup mission, it wasn't about that. The forefront wasn't the heist, or the forefront wasn't the job. I feel like this was a good episode in terms of our characters again, character interactions, and I guess a commentary on the classism of the universe. I don't know if you will classify this as a classism episode, but in my opinion, you sort of got a gist at what some of the planets are like in terms of Persephone as well. And I remember in the first episode, Serenity, they were on Persephone, but like sort of a different part of Persephone. It looked like a more, as you guys in the comments saying, Southern California, desert-like plain. And this one sort of like a market town, a more colonized area, and you got to see some of the outlooks of the elite, and have more commentary on the status of companions this episode with INARA as well, and her relationship with Mal, and Mal continuing to have more layers to himself, and yeah, a bit of comedy thrown in there as well. But yeah, you got to see an outlook, or the perception of companions, how they are perceived, how they are treated by certain individuals, and I guess the morals of other individuals in society. You had the Ath dude, or Arth, I forgot his name, man. I'll just call him Arse. He wasn't Arse, but yeah, it was a very interesting episode in terms of that aspect. I feel like it was a clever episode in terms of establishing the classism of, or like showcasing the classism of society, or like the other fragment of society. I mean, in the train job episode, you sort of had those individuals who are obviously not well off, and you know, they had the disease in the mining town, the bone degenerating disease. And this episode we get to see another aspect of sort of this world Joss Whedon is portraying, and I like that this episode, even though there wasn't like a major heist or anything. There didn't need to be. The job was done in the end, but I feel like it was a great episode in terms of our character interactions, in particular INARA, Mao, and dealing with the issue of companions, how they are treated, and how others perceive other individuals. I mean, you saw Kaylee. Kaylee is just living in her own world. She she gets, you know, amusement out of the littlest of things. She saw a bright colored dress and she wanted to rock that thing, whereas those other individuals who, you know, have been brought up in the elite class, those other girls, you know, Kaylee thought it was a beautiful dress. I'm sure Mal thought it was a beautiful dress. Even Zoe thought it was a beautiful dress when they were looking at it from the market in the store window, and the others were just looking down on her, and Kaylee sort of just didn't give a crap, and the guy came and backed her up, and then she started vibing with all the guys about, you know, ship classes and models and everything. And it's just great to see Kaylee in her own world. And you saw when she even went to a room at the end, she's sort of like a little teenage girl on crew, on board. And yeah, she has the little painting, you know, Kaylee's room, and she's just living life. And she needs that escape, obviously. She wants to maintain her innocence, and I love that about Kaylee. Despite all the chaos in the world, and despite her being a mechanic, she still wants to maintain that innocence. You saw that a couple times, even the scene with the strawberries, the buffet, just wearing the pink and white dress, and it was just amazing to see. And another great character interaction was the one with River, you know, coming on board and sort of downloading all of Badger's information, sort of his character, and then, you know, rather than getting the crew into trouble or potentially pulling off, you know, a diversion and maybe potentially getting injured because, you know, the guards had guns, you know, River just came in, did her thing and left, kind of. And yeah, she put Badger on show, you know, questioned his integrity a bit, brought him down, and yeah, it was great to see. So yeah, a beautiful episode in my opinion. Well shot again. Really well shot. I know I commented on some of the certain camera aspects, some of the changes in color grading, and then some of the choices in sound as well. But yeah, some clever as well, racking in and out of focus of certain characters in certain scenes where they're conversating, in particular the ball situation or the party. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed my reaction to Firefly episode 4. That was Shindig. Another fun episode in my opinion. And yeah, something different. We didn't get a usual, you know, job and heist episode, but it was a great character interaction episode. Got an understanding of certain the individuals in the world and how they perceive other individuals, and yeah, great world building episode in my opinion. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. As always, been your boy Elie Moses. Take care. God bless.